This tiny, puny, my penis-sized gun is more than it seems. I've been asking around about sidearms, in general, and I think, gathered a consensus. Whenever I make a comment to test the waters, I always get, sidearms are good, but I never see the person use one. Why is this? I decided to find out. I've been using them a lot lately. This lonesome with rapid hit and kill clip has been in my hip. Literally, as I find myself using weapons I should not to avoid using it. I've used Divinity on majors instead of lonesome. I use it mainly in Gambit as I'm going for the shell. It performs okay, my only problem is having to reload after 1 or 2 kills. This leads to a lot of deaths due to me being used to recluse or exit strategy. They hit lighter but have more range, making a sidearm like a shotgun. But at that point, why not actually run a shotgun with an SMG backup? You might say it lets you use something like Divinity, but that's only good for team damage, leaving you defenseless against snipers and medium range targets. I made a Reddit post a while ago to get a larger sample from people who actually use sidearms. Here are some of the responses. I'm learning to love them. Started having a blast with Devil's Ruin once I started using it for some quests and bounties. I've also joined the Valorant craze, and being required to deal with sidearms for 2 rounds a match has helped improve my skills with them in Destiny. Doubt I'd use them outside of casual play though. Majority I find pretty bad. Buzzard and Last Hope though are really good. They've been a lot better since the target acquisition buff. I also think people are sleeping on the full auto any stability buff combo. Full auto Zen moment is the height of dad mode, and tap the trigger procs onto every shot with full auto. I'm not sure about opening shot, but I've only seen that combo on a scout. Edit, I'm on controller, so these combos may be overkill on M and K. I like turtles. This leads me to believe that a lot more people love sidearms than I originally thought. It could be a bias making them respond to the Reddit post, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. As soon as I started using them, I immediately noticed I tended to hip fire. I think this may be due to the feedback, or lack thereof when aiming. As a keyboard player who blasts music as they play, the only feedback I receive is visual. This may be one of the reasons I hate sidearms, although to be thorough I will compare the audio from my sidearm to my recluse. As demonstrated in the video, the sidearm has a very small recoil, especially when aiming. Recluse has no problem with that due to the sheer amount of bullets exiting the barrel. It also has much more metallic and futuristic sound than the Lonesome. I would try another sidearm, but this is the only one I have that doesn't have absolutely dog shit perks. And now for what inspired me to make this video in the first place. An interview with my raid team sidearm guy, Toxic. So, Toxic, why do you use sidearms in the first place?
Okay, so it depends on the role of the sidearm. If you have a sidearm that has a good role, you're gonna want to use it. Such as my lonesome I have. I like the role, it gives me a lot of ammo, and it kills ads pretty quickly. Plus, it's fun to use.
How do you feel about sidearms' place in the meta, or lack thereof?
Okay, so last season, as people know, sidearms are in the meta. This season, it's auto rifles and, whatnot. But sidearms is in the meta. Changed the difference of the game, because nobody would think that a sidearm, a pistol, would be in the meta. And since it was, it just made the game better to play, you know what I mean? Except for in PvP,
yeah.
Which nobody likes PvP anyway.
A lot of people I've met say they're good, but don't actually use them. Do you have any idea why they would do that?
Okay. If you're good with a sidearm, then you should be good with any weapon, because sidearms involve a lot of usage. And if you have a good roll, then it doesn't require a lot of skill. But if you have a bad roll, you can always make it into a decent roll if you use it wisely.
Okay. How do you feel about having to reload constantly if you don't have the right perks?
Well, you see, I don't mind reloading. Just do it at the right time, because if I had to reload, I'd just switch to something else, shoot them, then switch back to my sidearm, reload, and I'm good to go. So I don't mind it at all.
I
love my sidearms.
Why not use an exit strategy or a recluse?
See, my main PvE loadout is actually exit strategy and recluse. I'm not even kidding. But if my lonesome was not in my vault right now, that would be my go-to loadout.
And what perks does your lonesome have?
Hold on, I gotta pull it up. Includes Overflow Swashbuckler. The curator roll, if you will. I got it from my, what's it called? My Reckoning run. And I have enjoyed it ever since.
Oh shit, you got curated? Goddamn.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. If you want to watch another video, I have 2 out right now where me and my raid team just go through and I just cut out the good shit. So that's gonna be on screen right now. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. I'm not gonna force you to do anything unless you want to see your kids again. But have a nice day. Just I don't have an outro. Go. Walk by.